All right, you guys. I like your jokes there, Goliath. That's great. Yes, welcome to class. This hour we're going to be practicing an everyday dialogue or a specific situation, and we'll talk about different vocabulary words we can use, different phrases, things like that. And our topic for the hour is going to the bank. Again, I apologize for my crappy internet service, but hey, Central America. So that's how it goes. Let's see here. Amparo, welcome to class. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
All right, very good. Welcome back. The link to the class is in the chat box, you guys. Go ahead and open that up. I'll put it in the Google chat if you decide to grab that as well. And let's see. Norbert, welcome back. How are you?
Thank you, I'm fine.
Awesome. And let's see, Goliath, how you doing? Okay. He's probably waiting until he can unmute himself. Okay, you guys, go ahead and open up the link.
Hello.
And hey there, Goliath, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Great, good to have you back in class.
Yeah. What's going on in Hangout?
It's not Hangout. It's my internet. And I've after they came and they installed it, they're like, yeah, everything works fine. This will be really good. And it worked fine for about 4 days. And then all of a sudden, this morning, I got back from running, and I noticed that everything had reset itself. And so I was like, okay, well, let's see. And I was about to jump back into class, and literally 2 minutes before class, it dropped. And it looks like it happens every hour, and it's off for about 10 minutes, and then it comes back on.
Maybe it's updating.
Maybe. I don't know. I just wish it wouldn't.
Okay.
I just wish it wouldn't. Yeah. But very good. All right. Let's see. Lord, how are you?
Hi. How are you, teacher?
I'm doing good. And am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Yes, it's correct.
Okay, very Lourdes. Okay, good. Where are you from?
I'm from Iraq, especially from Baghdad.
Great, great. Good to have you here.
Thank you. Thank
All right.
you.
Antonio, how are you doing? Antonio, how you doing?
Yeah. Hello, I am
Hi
fine,
there.
thanks.
Great, great. Good to have you here in class. All right, you guys. The link is in the chat box. Once again, go ahead and open that. When you do, this is what you'll see, and we are going to start right here on page 1, right with this dialogue. Okay, and so yes, we are talking about going to the bank. The different things that you would need, the words that we use while at the bank. Things like that. Okay, so let's start off with Amparo, and please read the first 2 lines between Francis and Mark. Go ahead.
Okay. Hello, I'm Francis Roberts, the account manager. What can I do for you? Hi, my name is Mark Johnson. This is my wife, Lynn. We've just moved into town and would like some information about opening a bank account.
Very good. Antonio, please continue with the next 2 lines.
Okay, what kind of account would you like to open? We want to open a checking account.
Thank you. Goliath, please continue.
How much to open a checking account? How much would you like to deposit today?
All right, so we want to open a checking account. So how much would you like to deposit today? And then this next line right here with Mark.
Okay, I have 500 in cash as well as a payroll check for $800.
All right, thank you very much. Let's go to Lourdes. The next
Okay.
two, please.
Okay. I'll get you the application forms to fill out. You will receive your new bank cards in about 2 weeks. Once you have chosen your PIN, you will be able to use the bank machine for deposits, work world bank transfers, and payment of bills.
And the next one.
Is there a service fee for this type of account?
Thank you very much. Let's go to
Welcome.
Norbert. Please continue with the next two.
There is no fee for a regular checking account. However, for a small fee of $7 a month, we offer 200 personalized checks, full online banking services, and a $500 overdraft protection. Would you be interested in that service? Yes, that sounds good. We'll take it. Do you have a 24-hour ATM?
All right, very good. Back to the top, Amparo.
Yes, that sounds good. We'll take it. Do you have a
Sorry, yeah, it was one down.
Yeah,
My
yes,
fault.
yes. Yes, of course. We also have a 24-hour drive-through service at the side of the building. When do you send out the monthly statements?
Very good. Antonio, please continue with the next two.
Okay, on the 5th of every month, I'll take your forms now. You can endorse your check and go over to the teller. She'll handle your deposit for you. Thank you very much. You have been very helpful.
All right, and the last line there, please, Goliath.
You're quite welcome. Hope to see you again soon.
Very good. Okay. All right, you guys. Now this is very close to a typical conversation that you would have here. The only thing that I would probably change is bank machines. Okay, they won't say bank machines. They'll say ATM or drive up windows. Okay, for deposit. So yeah, bank machines. No, they probably would not say that. What they mean is an ATM. Okay. Now, are there any words or phrases in this dialogue that you do not understand?
Payroll check.
Payroll check. Great question. Payroll check is the money that you get from your job. Okay, so that is a payroll check. So whether you're paid 2 times a month, every week, once a month. Okay, whatever check that your company that you work for gives you, that is a payroll check. Okay, because it comes from their payroll, okay, to you. Okay, and that's what they call that. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
What does mean withdrawals?
Say that. Say that one more time.
Withdraw.
I can't see that. Where is it at?
Withdrawals.
Oh, withdrawal.
Withdrawals.
Okay, withdrawals. Okay.
When you take money from the ATM, isn't it?
Yes, when you take money either from the ATM or from inside the bank. Okay. So what is deposit? Okay.
Okay.
Deposit is
When
giving
you-
them money.
Yeah.
Okay, so you give them money. Withdrawal is taking money out. All right. Deposit, giving. Withdrawal, taking.
Cutting off.
Okay. Yeah, at a cash point as well, Sturcon, you can. That's it.
We cannot listen to you, teacher.
Is it me or is interruption
No,
in
it's
your
chat,
voice?
I think.
Teacher,
It's not my internet.
Yeah,
Thanks, Chad.
just hold on. Can you guys hear me now?
Not yet.
Yeah. I became a robot. Now, can you hear me? Am I on?
Cutting off.
Jeez Louise.
Maybe you can turn off the video.
Alright, let's try that. Okay, opening.
No.
Oh, not much.
No.
No, it's the same.
It's the same.
We are waiting.
Trouble. Hey, Chad, welcome back.
Let's see. Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we
Okay.
can.
100.
Yeah, better now.
100%.
All right. If it happens again, I may just call it for the hour, and then try and do the class a little bit later in the afternoon, because I have 3 other classes that I haven't planned out just yet. Okay, we'll see. Let's keep going. All right. So let me get back here. All right. So withdrawal. So pulling money out. Okay. Were there any other questions here?
No.
No other questions? All right. How about drive-through? Who can tell me what drive-through service is?
To have a car and to drive in the services with the car.
Yeah. So drive up to the bank. Okay, you don't get out of your car.
It's like
All
the
right.
McDonald's.
It's
Oh, I was kidding. I didn't know it. I was right.
yes, it's like the McDonald's but for the bank.
Really? It does exist?
Oh man, that's hilarious. That's good. I like that. Yeah. So yeah, you're right, Goliath. So drive up. It's really called the drive up or drive through. So drive. Okay. So this is what they look like in the States. Okay, it's probably very similar. I know here in Costa Rica they usually have guards out here. Okay, or it's in an enclosed area. Okay, ours are usually out in the open. Okay, and it has 3, 4 stalls, something like that, right?
Mhm.
And here we have tubes. Okay, so you fill out some information, and like what this lady's doing. Okay, you put it in the tube, and it goes swoop. All right, and it shoots back over to the other person. They can give you your money and everything like that.
It's
Okay.
like a petrol station.
Yeah. So this is kind of how that works, and it can be very convenient for you if you are on the go. Okay. Okay, you guys. Let's scroll down, and we're going to take a look at these bold black words. Okay. All right, so introductions are usually all the same, and we've gone over other service type industries with restaurants and whatnot. Yeah, what can I do for you? What can I help you with today? How can I help you? Is there anything I can do for you? Okay, those are fairly standard greetings when you're in the business world. Okay, when you are in the service industry. Okay. All right, let's take a look here at this group. All right, and I forget who my last reader was. Does anyone remember who the last one to read? Nope.
I
Goliath.
have no idea.
Norbert?
All right, let's just start up with Amparo then. Amparo, please read this group of questions, okay? Or
Would like some information about opening a bank account. Could you give us some information about opening a bank account?
Okay, very good. So when we ask for some information, all right, we want to know about it. Okay, you can also say we'd like to know about opening a bank account. So you can replace some information with know about. Okay, it's virtually the same thing. What you're asking them is to tell you about opening a new bank account. You can also replace some information, and we'd like really. You could say, "Could you tell me?" Okay, could you tell me about opening a new bank account? Okay. All right. Now, can you guys think of any other ways you could possibly ask for information or for someone to tell you about something?
Could you tell me how can I?
Yeah. How can I? Yeah, definitely. You can walk in and someone may say, "What can I help you with?" And you can say, "I was wondering, how can I open up a new bank account?" Okay. I started out with, "I was wondering." Okay, so I was wondering, how can I open up a new bank account? There we go. How can I open up a new bank account? That's a really good way. Okay, I didn't think about that one. Anybody else? Any other ways you guys may think of asking for someone to tell you information? Nope. Okay. Some people may say, "Tell me about your bank accounts here or your checking account." Okay, things like that. You can just come out and say, "Tell me about it," or instead of saying, "Could you?" Okay. All right. Let's take a look here at our next one. Okay. And Antonio, please read this next series of sentences.
Okay, we want to open a checking account. We'd like to open a checking account, a joint checking account. We are interested in a checking account, a saving account.
Okay, good. All right, so these are great ways to start out this sentence. Okay, we want to open a checking account. We'd like to open a joint checking account, and we are interested in a checking or a savings account. Okay, interested, like to open, want to open. Okay, all right. Now, who can tell me what a joint checking account is?
Two people?
Okay, two people. All right, and usually it would be who? Who do you think would be the two people on a joint checking account?
A
married couple?
Yeah, a married couple.
Wife and husband.
Yeah, wife and husband. Mm-hmm.
But when it's in a job, maybe at the counter, the accountant.
The accountant. The accountant, or if you have someone that's in either accounts payable. Okay, so that means that they would be sending off checks or something like that, or they need to have access to bank accounts. Okay, they would probably have what's called a power of attorney. Okay, power of attorney, and that means that they have the power to act as that entity. So when you're thinking of a corporation, they are in the United States. They're thought as an individual. Okay, so they have their own tax ID number and things like that. And so instead of being a joint account, an accountant would have power over that account. Okay, and that power can be taken away and given to someone else. Okay, or it can remain with that person. So that wouldn't be a joint checking account. That would be a business account. Okay. Okay, a business account with power of attorney or with written consent. Okay. Written consent given to a representative of the company. Okay. Now, each bank may have their own rules with that. Okay. You may have to fill out a letter, have the person come in. Okay. Sign some documents, things like that. Okay, stating that they'll be able to do work with this account. Okay, but it still would not be a joint account when you're talking about businesses. Okay, because you want to keep personal and business completely separate, or else you enter into legal and tax issues with the government, and that is bad. Okay, with any government, it's just bad, right? So yeah, so with business, that it's a little different, and it becomes a little bit more complicated. Okay, when we talk about joint accounts, it's usually going to be a married couple. Okay, you could also have it could also be a boyfriend girlfriend type situation. That's fine, as well as like a parent and a child. Okay, I know my let's see, was it? I think my first checking account that I had, my dad was on it. Okay, and so it was a joint checking account between us two, so that he could go in there and see how I was doing and things like that, that I was managing things properly. Okay, so that's one way. So joint checking account. Okay, you can also have a joint savings account as well. So joint meaning two people or so on that account. Okay, savings account. Our next word here. What does that mean, you guys?
Um,
When you save
when
money,
you save money, so you don't spend that money.
Yeah. And what do you get? So if you save money with a bank, what do they? What's the benefits of having a savings account?
Interest.
Interest. What is interest?
It's percent.
Yeah, a
It's percent from
percentage.
your money. Yeah.
Yeah, because that bank then goes and makes money off of your money, and they pay you a percentage. It's like a thank you. All right, so you're giving them money and you put it in a savings account, and they use that money to do business. All right, and they pay you back by paying you interest. It's usually a small amount, sometimes between 1% and 3%. It could be higher. Okay. All right, so that is the benefit of having a savings account. Checking account you can write checks from, and you could also have a debit card joined to that. Okay, a debit card or a bank card. Okay, is what it would be called. Okay, all right. Next questions here. This would be for Ermilo. Ermilo, how are you?
Yeah.
Hi
Yes,
there.
how are you? I'm fine.
Great, good to see you again.
Yeah.
Let me have you read these questions, please.
Okay. What kind of account would you like to open? What kind of account do you want to open?
And the last one, please.
What kind of account are you interested in?
Good. Okay, so we talked about the different kinds of accounts: checking, joint checking, savings. All right. Now, they would ask you what kind or what type. Okay, so when they ask you what kind of account or what type of account,
We want to open a checking account.
okay, yeah. So that's when you can respond by saying we want to open a joint checking account, or I'd like to open a savings account. Okay, so when they ask for the kind or type, that's what they want to know. Kind or type is the classification of the account you want.
Okay. In this
Okay.
case, I can exchange a checking account or a joint checking account.
Say that one more time, Ermilo.
Yes, I can do I can to exchange the phrases open a checking account by a joint checking account
Yes, definitely. Okay,
or
these
a saving
phrases.
account.
Yes, definitely. These phrases are interchangeable. Okay, so right here where it says a checking account, right here 3 times, you can put in a checking account, a joint checking account, or a savings account at the end of any of these 3 phrases. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Very good. Okay, so our next one here. This is for Jose. Please read these 2 sentences.
Yes. Sorry. What kind?
Nope. Right.
How much? How
There you go.
much would you like to deposit today? How much do you want to deposit today?
Okay, good. So this is what's called the initial deposit. Okay, they may say, how much is your initial deposit going to be?
Initial means beginning.
Yes, beginning. Okay. How much is your initial deposit going to be? So beginning deposit. All right. How much do you want to deposit today? Okay. Either one of those, you'll hear that. So key words to listen for there. Okay, is how much deposit. Okay, if you hear that, all right, it's time to let them know how much money you're going to deposit. Usually, you guys, the minimum deposit is anywhere from 25 to. Okay, so in the United States, the minimum deposit is anywhere from $25 to $100.
Really?
Okay, when you first open an account, yes. Okay.
Yeah, it's 200.
It's 200 in your country.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, this is a typical amount, 25 to $100. Now, also, you guys, in some cases, you are not allowed to go below a certain amount of money in your account. Okay, in a bank that I was at, it was $25. You could not go below $25, meaning that you always had to have at least $25 in your account. Okay, so I'd go and buy gas or something like that, or I'd go and take out money, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I have $35 in the account, and I try and take out 20. He goes, not enough money in the account, you can't do it. I'm like, what do you mean not enough money? I have $35 in there. And I'm like, oh no. Yes, I have to leave $25 in there. Okay? So that happens sometimes. All right? Not all the time, but sometimes. Okay? Some banks are different than others. Some banks don't have a minimum amount that you have to keep in the bank. Okay, or in that bank account. Okay? Sometimes that works with savings accounts only. Okay, they may say the initial deposit is $500. Okay, and you cannot go below $250, or else we charge you money. All right. Okay. Well, it's a savings account, and I want to grow that money there. Okay. So it depends on the rules of the bank. Each bank is different. Okay. All right. Let's go to. All right, our next one here. This is for Lourdes. Go ahead and read those lines, please. About the application. Lourdes, are you there?
Hello?
There you are. Hi there. Go ahead and read these sentences about application forms.
Okay. I'll get you the application forms to fill out. Here are the application forms to fill out. I'll get you the application forms to complete.
Okay, very good. Another phrase that they may use is here, take these forms, okay, or these application forms, and I'll give you a few minutes to fill them out. Okay, so here, take these forms. And when they say here,
Lost chat.
that time it was Hangouts. That time it was Hangouts. All right, so yes, when they say here, that means that they're giving them to you. Okay, so here, take these forms, and I'll give you a few minutes to fill them out. All right. Now, yes, you do have an application to fill out when you are looking to open up a bank account. Okay. Usually, it's not that big of a deal. Okay. They're not looking at your criminal history, or I mean, it's it's just an application. You put your name on there, you fill it out. You have to have a social security number or a tax ID number that they can, file with the government, because it all needs to be tracked. Okay, the IRS and whatnot. Okay, they need to know how much money you're making, and all the craziness that happens with governments. And so yes, you have to have some documentation and whatnot. Okay, usually you'll need you'll need 2 forms of ID. Okay, if you're there and you're a resident, okay, then you can use if you have a driver's license, that's great because it has your picture. Okay, picture. All right, so a picture ID, as well as maybe your passport or anything given to you from the INS or the Immigration Services. Okay, things like that. If you are a citizen there, they'll usually take a driver's license and a social security card. All right, social security card has your social security number on it. You sign it. It has your name on it. Things like that, and it basically proves who you are. Sometimes you can use your birth certificate as well. Okay, so they take those, they take a photocopy of them. Okay, so they copy them down. You've put in your address, your phone number, things like that. But yeah, that's basically what the application is. It takes 10 minutes, and you're done. Okay, they don't really need to review them very much. It's basically so that they have a paper file of you, and then they enter everything into the computer. Okay, so it's nothing to be worried about. It's not like applying for a loan for a house or for a car. It's a very simple process. Okay, all right, let's go to Norbert. All right, so Norbert, let me have you, let's go down to, okay, I want to go to, because bank cards, most of you guys have bank cards, so let's go to these. Okay, so these right here, so read these 3 sets, please.
Right. Is there a service fee for this type of account? Do you charge a service fee? We offer 200 personalized checks and online banking services. We provide 200 checks and a full computer internet services.
Okay. All right, very good. Okay, so some checking accounts have fees associated with them. All right, and it usually works like this. Okay, if you deposit a certain amount of money, okay, let's say $1,000 a month. Okay, if you deposit at least $1,000 a month, no fees. Okay, that does not mean that you deposit it and keep it there. It means that it needs to come into the account and then it moves throughout the account. Okay, so deposit it in, all right, and then it moves throughout the account. All right, you would have no fees. All right. If it's less than that much, then they may charge you anywhere from $5 to $15 dollars. Okay, depending on who the bank is. All right, and depending on what their rules are. If you drop below a certain amount, they may charge you more. Okay, with stagnation, which means that it stays still. There's no movement in the account. Okay, so. Take a look at their rules, ask them. It's a good question to ask. Why? Because you're giving them your money, okay? And they are a business as well. They exist to make money, right? One of the ways, okay, they use your money to make money, but then they charge us fees, okay? So they charge us money to get to our own money. It's crazy. Right? But they do. So make sure when you're looking at different banks to ask, do you have any service fees for this type of account? It's a very important question. All right? And find out, so that is a service fee. Do you charge a service fee? Is there a service fee? Okay, it's a very important question, all right, because you want to know if you're going to be paying something every month. or not. Okay, depending on your deposits or your transactions. Okay. Now, what are some services that banks offer to you? We have online banking here, and then a lot of times they offer free checks. Okay. What other types of services do banks offer to you? Can you guys think of any?
Service? What was the question?
Services. So online banking, that is a service to you that makes it more convenient.
For example, text message. If you get money to your bank account, then you get a text message.
Okay. Yeah, very good. So they'll send you a text message if money is deposited or if your account is getting low. Okay, I had a really cool bank before they collapsed with the issues there in the U.S. They would send me a text message. Okay, I would set it up. I'd say, I want to know when my account goes below $50. I want to know that. Okay, so it's a warning to me where I'm like, oh, okay, all right. So they would send me a text message like, sir, your account is dropping below $50. I'm like, great, thank you for the message. Okay, so yeah, that's a good one. What other types of services can banks offer you guys? Insurance for accounts, Juan says. Yeah, insurance. Okay, they had one. Yes.
Yes, sorry. As example, here in Iraq, our bank offer us the discharge schemes between dollars and Iraqi dinar. The the person will benefit from this discharge scheme. The difference between Iraqi dinar and dollar.
Okay, so instead of having the bank benefit from it, the customer does.
Yes, the customer.
Ah, interesting. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Even though it's a small amount over time really adds up.
Yeah.
Really does. Okay. All right. That's cool. There was in our dialogue here, you guys, there was a phrase that's called overdraft protection that we had here. Let's see here. Online banking. Okay. $500 overdraft protection. What is overdraft protection?
Maybe you can't withdraw more than $500.
Okay, you can. You can overdraw. Okay, so let's say this is your account. This is $0. Okay, and you have $1,000 in there. You spend. Okay, you're at zero now. Okay, overdraft protection means you can go below that amount up to $500. Okay, it's like a credit. It's a credit on your checking account. All right.
So it's a loan?
Yes, it's a loan. All right, and what they would do then, I believe in some cases they charge you maybe $5 for each transaction below, okay, that amount. But it's better than paying $35 to $50 when you overdraft on your account and you don't have money. If you don't have money in your account and you pay a check, okay, or you swipe your card and try and buy something, they'll pay it, okay? They'll pay the place that you're trying to buy it. Then if you go under zero, they'll charge you money, okay? So then, so let's say you had $10 in your account. You bought something that was $11, okay? They'll pay that extra dollar. The bank will. They'll pay it, and then they'll charge you $35 on top of that for what's called an overdraft fee, or non-sufficient funds. That's what it's called. Okay, non-sufficient funds fee. Okay, that's where they make money as well. Okay, so having overdraft protection is good sometimes. All right, but for that you have to qualify for it, and they do a credit check. All right, so they want to make sure that you are not going to abuse it. All right. So yeah, it helps out in some cases. Sometimes they charge a fee for it. Sometimes they don't. Here in this in the dialogue, they charge $7 a month. Okay, and they give you up to $500 of overdraft. Okay, so that's what that is. That would be another service that a bank could offer to you. Okay, so.
Okay.
Yeah, when you go into a bank and you are looking to open an account, okay, make sure you know your address. You have your government issued ID. Remember, you guys, that is not a school ID, not a school ID. Okay, it needs to be given to you by a government institution. Okay, either your government, your passport would work just fine. It has your picture. Okay, picture, your name, okay, your other pieces of information, and then bring in a second piece of ID. Okay, usually for U.S. citizens, we take in a driver's license and our social security card. All right, they'll make a copy of it. You fill out an application. Okay, you do or you give them the initial deposit, so the beginning deposit of either $25 up to $100. Okay, or more, depending on the bank. Okay, they may have an offer that says you don't need to deposit anything. Okay, just come in and start an account with us. All right, sometimes that happens. Okay, they do specials like that every once in a while. Okay, so so yeah, 2 forms of ID. You'll need to fill out an application. It's very quick, and then your initial deposit. Okay, if you have a check. If you have a check, it usually takes 2 to 3 days for it to clear. If you have cash, it would be available to you immediately. Okay? All right, you guys. Thanks for coming to class. Again, I apologize for the issues with my internet. I had to start late, and then anyway. So I hope within an hour, I have my speaking class. We'll be talking about sports. Yes. Okay. So sports and I hope my internet's working fine by then, and then as well by my afternoon classes. So, all right, you guys, thanks. We'll see ya.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.